Okay, so basically you can see there, if we actually zoom in, because obviously with the naked eye you're not going to see 3 degrees over that, but that's kind of the previous one where you're sort of 170, almost 180 would be a straight line. That's where you got to, sort of 167. Minimal little change. Feels massive difference, but 3 degrees, okay? As a result of that, we can see the contact. That was the contact up the hill where your arms sort of straightening out a bit, healing and so on, okay? This one here now we can see is a much more kind of square sort of strike through the hitting area, okay? Now, at dress position, I think you're going to probably see a little bit more of a difference in your setup, just with your arms hanging on a little bit more. Especially look at the butt end of the golf club, okay? It's a bit more kind of angled down under your forearm rather than sort of being so quite high up. And I think more so than not, you feel a little bit more relaxed. That's the key thing, okay? Anytime these arms sort of from here get a little bit sort of too high and you end up like so, it gets tension across your chest. Your arms can't, you can't create speed because you're all locked anyway. And what you will find is there's a lot of tension now sort of in the back of your shoulder blades, and that reduces any speed and the ability to rotate. So what happens is in the golf swing, if this can't rotate effectively, obviously the shoulders, because it's just shrugged and so tight, other body parts have to start taking over. Now that could be the hips, the knees, the feet, the elbows and the arms, like trying to do things to adjust to this and so on. And then you find sort of consistency wise all over the place because your body's trying to work against each other rather than, okay, well this is the main, that's the engine of the golf and the sort of shoulders turning and my hands and arms creating the speed. If the hands and arms are locked up and tight, I've lost speed. If the shoulders and the torso's tight, I can't rotate. Okay, legs, knees, hips, and then swaying all these things that happen to try and substitute a movement, and then of course then you're on the back foot metaphorically because you're trying to do multiple different things. So, and once the arms then start trying to sort of stretch out here now, okay, as you come back down, sort of throwing with the arms, when it goes at the middle of the club face with that path out to in, that would create obviously too much of that. When it's a Healy strike, it creates that, okay? And then you're kind of relying on a certain part of the club face you've got to hit to hit the golf ball kind of into the fairway. If it's toey, it's over there somewhere. Healy, it's over there. Good strike, it'll be there. In between good and Healy would be an average. It'll go that way. But the ones in the fairway, then you're losing distance, aren't you? Because you're not striking them properly. And that's the problem. Then you're relying on obviously a miss hit to go straight, which is no good. So if we can get those arms to just drop, I think the hip movement is certainly better. There's definitely a movement there with that hip. Keep checking that left foot.
Coming a bit.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
And I think that sort of, as you say, that lifting up is a. But it is almost in my mind. I'm going, just make sure that's not in the way. No, not in the way.
Exactly. Yeah. You just get yourself out. And again, if you've got space and if the lower half can rotate there, we can see clear. Your arms can now just fall down to the hitting area. And like I say, try to, if you sort of when you swing a golf club, set up a device that's kind of out here somewhere, whether it's on your golf bag kind of here somewhere, put a foam stick of some sort, something if you did happen to contact, it's not going to hurt obviously. Don't go so statistical.
That sort of approach to focus on that, like you keep the foot down as well.
Exactly, yeah, because by keeping your arms under, your weight's going to be sort of a bit more the other way on the left heel rather than sort of going up and on your tiptoes, okay? And that's what's going to cause the Healy ones, when you go up, forward and tiptoes and arms reach, okay? But what you'll notice there now as you come to the golf ball, where your arms kind of started, they're kind of returning back to a similar sort of spot there at impact. Whereas this one, if you look where your arms started, and when they come back, okay, they're a bit higher and a lot more up. So you can look where that blue, in relation to that blue thing there,
start there.
It's probably forward. Come back kind of here somewhere. So you come back and it's a lot higher. So that moving over, it's going to move a little bit, if truth be told. But if it moves too far, and then you go on your tiptoes and you go further forward, all the other movements, that's when you're on your Healy strikes, and then of course then you might stand further for the golf ball because you don't want to hit the heel of the club. Then you don't reach so far, you toe it, and then you're sort of going back and forth like a yo-yo. So so hip movement for me, definitely ticking some boxes, okay? Setup wise, if we can get a little bit more, just feel it set up as more of a like almost like a dropping of the arms. And that's when people say, just relax. It's hard to relax if you've got your shoulders shrugged up and your arms up high. No, you can't relax, okay? Just relax them down a little bit, just get them feeling a little more softer, I suppose, at setup. And then we can sort of create a much more speedier, efficient movement rather than sort of a lunge and a heave and a whatever happens as a result of that stuff. But that kind of makes sense to that sort of process. So hopefully you can see now, we sort of start off with that left foot. That still creeps round sometimes.
Sort of more sort of drop your hands a little bit more.
Yeah.
With all clubs?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I think what you'll find is...
Trying to get too
I think if
you...
exactly. If you had a shorter club, you'd have to lean over more. You wouldn't then want to lift your arms up. It's only because the driver's a longer club, it's up here somewhere. then you do stand up to it. Okay, so I think if you just get the sense, basically your setup, if the blue line is your driver, the yellow line would be kind of a 7-iron, and the green line would be like a pitching wedge. That's kind of how you stand to it. You don't want to be going, drive right here, and pitching wedge here, and then 7 in the middle.
The hand position is about the same.
Exactly.
The middle of the angle.
Exactly. Yeah. So nothing's going to really change on those two things there. Okay, just your spine angle will tilt more or less depending on the length of the golf club.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Excellent, good stuff.